How's it going out there, YouTubers? Cyberneticshark here with another new movie review for you. So let's get right into this review and see what I saw. So I took a double header today. First I saw Blade Runner 2049, and then I decided to finish off the night with another film. And that is the awesome, amazing, fantastic Geostorm. Now, Geostorm has gotten hit by the critics like it's a really bad film, and I totally disagree with them. This film was your classic disaster type of film, and it was perfect. It was amazing, the CGI was so well done, everyone involved was awesome and hilarious and just so well conceived, and just a really interesting and new take on natural disaster type of film. Now, Geostorm is directed by Mr. Dean Devlin. Now, Dean Devlin, this is actually his directorial debut. He's actually been a producer on many of the huge disaster films, but this is his first time actually directing one, because he's actually done a lot of producing with Roland Emmerich himself, like on Independence Day, Day After Tomorrow, stuff like that. But he did an amazing job directing this film. He, brought the great, awesome, classic late 90s, early 2000s disaster type of movie feel. And he just did a great job. I absolutely enjoyed this film, and I thought it was pure entertainment. And it wasn't something that you're going to go to the Oscars about. Of course not. This is purely entertainment, and that's what Dean Devlin made. He made an awesome disaster film. Now, this film has a great cast that just is really well-rounded and just was really fun to watch. Now, of course, this film starts off with the awesome Mr. Gerard Butler. Now, Gerard Butler is an amazing actor, and I absolutely love everything he's in, and I think he absolutely is hilarious and just fun to watch. I mean, since I've seen him in so many different movies, and I've seen him play so many different types of characters, it was fun to see him kind of his natural, normal self again in this film, because he plays that, kind of like asshole type of character, but he knows he's right because he is type of character, and it was perfect again. It was pure Gerard Butler, and I loved him in it. Now, Gerard Butler you might recognize from such films as the awesome 2007 film made by Zack Snyder, 300, about the supposed 300 army that took on the huge nation. He also was in another great film with Mr. Katherine Heigl that I thought was absolutely a funny movie, The Ugly Truth. And that was a fun movie, and he was so good in it, and just super funny, and just an all-around well-done film. But Gerard Butler's character in this was just amazing. He plays the main, hero, and he was so awesome in it, and I really enjoyed him in it. He played the character to the T, and he brought that, natural disaster type of character to the T that has to do with, idiots, and just, stupid things going on that he has to try to fix, and, he played it so well. It was a really awesome role, and I really enjoyed him in it. Also in the movie, playing his brother, Mr. Gerard Butler's in the film, is Mr. Jim Strugus, who is, a musician and an actor at the same time. Now, you might recognize Jim Strugs from such films as Across the Universe that came out in 2007 as well, which was considered a big hippie hit and was considered such a great film. I have no desire to see that film, unfortunately. It looked really dumb, and I don't plan on the future unless it comes up on the list that, oh, you should watch this before you die or whatever, maybe. But at the same time, it just looked like a really boring type of film. But he was in that, and that was considered a big success. He also was in another very successful film about poker, and that is the film 21, where he plays this main kind of card dealer. Never saw that one either, but it looks kind of interesting. Definitely got a good cast in it. But he became super big after that film and those two films. And that, I feel those two really show who he is as an actor. And he was, decent in the film. I kind of found him a little bit annoying a little bit, but at the same time I thought he did a good job and was a good part of the team and made the film enjoyable. He definitely wasn't the strongest character in the film, but definitely fun to watch to an extent, because his interaction with his girlfriend character in the film was just really fun. We also have in the film a gorgeous actress, Miss Abby Cornish. Now, Abby Cornish we all recognize from many awesome films, and just as an awesome actress and comedian, I think she's really good at comedy type of roles. But Amy Cornish was just amazing in the film, and I really enjoyed her. And I remember just sitting there watching and going, I know her. I know her name, but I could not think of it through the whole entire movie. And then once I looked it up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's her. I knew it. But she was really awesome. A couple movies that she has been in are such as another Zack Snyder awesome film, and that is the one called Sucker Punch, which was just an amazing movie. She played Sweet Pea in the film, and just was an awesome character in the movie. She also was in another great film, or an okay remake, wasn't the best, but definitely was nowhere as good as the original, and that's the remake of RoboCop. And she plays Clara Murphy, the wife of RoboCop, that basically has to become a robot. And she was really good in that, I felt. She was probably one of the best parts of the movie besides Samuel L. Jackson. And I think she's just a really good actress, and I really enjoyed this film. She was super funny and super awesome, kicked butt. She just was a real joy to see the film, and she brought the whole film together in a great whole and just made the movie even more enjoyable. We also have in the film another awesome actor that has been around the pole for many years in the film industry, and just is an amazing actor that plays great good guys and great bad guys, and that's Mr. Ed Harris himself. Now, Ed Harris is just amazing. I absolutely love this man. I think he's great in everything I've seen him in. I absolutely enjoy him. I think one of his best roles is, of course, and a lot of people probably recognize him as, is from the great 1989 film, The Abyss, which was a really awesome film directed by James Cameron. He also was in another great film in the 90s that had a huge, awesome cast, and that was directed by Michael Bay, and that is The Rock, which was just an amazing, awesome action film, too, as well. He played such a great bad guy in that film, and just really brought essence to that character, because he had a vulnerability to him, and he was definitely some good in him, but also a lot of bad in him too, and it was just an amazing role. Same thing applied to this film. He really was amazing as a bad guy again in this film. Just really enjoyed him. You think he's a good guy pretty much majority of the film, and then you find out that he's actually a bad guy, and you're just kind of like, holy crap, I kind of saw that coming, but I wasn't sure. But at the same time, you're like, oh my gosh, he's such a good bad guy. And he was so awesome in the film. Really enjoyed him in it. He made the movie even more pleasurable and just made it a great entertainment-filled film. And to round out this awesome cast is none other than the awesome Mr. Italian himself, Mr. Andy Garcia. Now, Andy Garcia has been in a ton of films, a lot of drama films, a lot of thrillers, and of course, he was in the third Godfather film, but he's just an awesome actor. He's a great comedian, too. And that brings me to one of his films that I feel that is just a really fun film, and is his portrayal in the awesome Pink Panther 2 film, which I just think is an amazing role and that quite a few people recognize him in. He was just super funny in it, so much fun, and just so different from his other type of thriller kind of drama role. Another awesome film he was in was the awesome film with Michael Keaton, Desperate Measures, that came out of the mid-90s. He was so super good in that as a good cop. He just was so awesome. I really enjoyed him in it. He played along Michael Keaton's bad guy character so well, and it was just amazing film, and he just was so awesome in it. And in Geostorm, he was great as the President of the United States. He was just awesome. He was fun. And it's funny to see him keep playing the president in different movies. He's kind of played the president a few times now. And it was just funny seeing him again in that role. And he just did a great job. I absolutely loved him, and I thought it was super funny. And just a really good role for him. And he just brings that great Andy Garcia-isms to those characters. And he was just super funny. Really enjoyed him, and I thought he made the movie very pleasurable as well. So if you're not familiar with what Geostorm is about, basically what happens is, of course, the Earth has come to a point where we're having all these crazy natural disasters happen, and we basically have a gentleman design the system to keep those elements from happening. And then all of a sudden, after it's been successful for 3 years, all of a sudden it starts to malfunction. And Gerard Butler has to go back up and see what's going on and try to fix it. And while he's doing that, he's got to try to figure out why is it doing it, is somebody doing something that's causing it, and to save the world. And that's pretty much what the premise of the film is. It was an amazing film. Very well done. Absolutely enjoyed it. It was so fun. Just like Day After Tomorrow, Independence Day Resurgence, The Core, Dante's Peak, Daylight. It just was around that type of that kind of film, and just it was so fun seeing one of those types of films again, because those movies are always so fun to watch. Because who doesn't like seeing things get blown up and stuff, you know, especially if you're an action guy. It was so enjoyable, and it was true entertainment, and I absolutely loved it. Don't care what the critics say, it was an amazing film. Go check it out. It's definitely awesome in the theaters, people. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up, people. Definitely going to be adding into my collection, along with the ones I already have, like San Andreas and, you know, Day After Tomorrow, The Core, stuff like that. Just, it's amazing film, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I came out very pleased with the film, and I thought they did a really amazing job. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. And always, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button so you don't miss one of these awesome movie reviews or one of these awesome videos I make. And as always, keep your eyes out for any old or newer videos you might not have seen on yet. And as always, check that link down below about the awesome horror pack, people. It's awesome. Who wouldn't want either 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs right to the door of awesome horror films? Especially when you get limited editions that you can only get through Horror Pack. I mean, these are awesome exclusives that you can't get anywhere else, and some of them are just so amazing. I've actually gotten a few, and they're just super sweet and just really well done films. And also, I mean, they come with the limited packaging and everything, and they're just awesome. Why wouldn't you want, especially if you're a horror guru or a horror master, why wouldn't you want that awesomeness? So what are you waiting for? Check out that link down below. And also, let me know if you're interested in signing up down below in the comments, and I'll hook you up with an awesome discount on your first month. That's right, discount, people. Yeah. As always, catch you in the next one.